Tom, thank you very much. Brian, Battle of the Beltway, you were a player. What is it like playing a team that's one down the road and you know the fans are extremely engaged?
Well, it's fun. I mean, I think it's fun for everybody. You can kind of look around and you see the different jerseys. You see the national jersey. You see a lot of Orioles fans, certainly. I think everybody would love for this to become a real rivalry. Right now, the teams are kind of going in polar opposite directions, so it's kind of maybe a little bit more difficult to drum up a major rivalry, but hopefully in a few years, these two teams are competing maybe in the playoffs and World Series, and that way, if it gets to that point, I think it does become a huge rivalry. But even still, in the middle of the season, it's nice to get a little boost from the fans.
You mentioned that the teams are in very different stages right now in terms of the organization. What would you like to see and what will excite you about the Orioles playing arguably one of the hottest teams in baseball right now in the Washington Nationals?
Well, the Orioles kind of keep getting test after test. In the American League East, you're constantly getting tests with good teams. But this may be the hottest team in baseball right now when you're talking about the Washington Nationals. And, fortunately, Orioles are going to miss out on Strasburg and Scherzer. But the good thing is the young pitchers like Wojciechowski and these guys, they're going to go up against some of the best hitters in baseball. This team is red hot. They're playing great. And so they'll get to kind of test their mettle against a playoff caliber team. And you'll get to see a little bit what these guys are made of this week.
With them not facing, Strasburg or Max Scherzer, how important is it to take advantage of some of these younger pitchers that the Nationals will start, whether it's Voth or Eric Fedde or Joe Ross tomorrow, some of the players that are slumping right now and just not doing that great?
Well, I can assure you, if you're 0 for 24, you're very happy to not see Strasburg or Scherzer on that lineup card. So these guys are major league capable pitchers and caliber pitchers. They're still running out there. So it doesn't make the job a lot easier, but certainly it's not Strasburg or Scherzer. So these guys are hopefully going to go out there and have professional at-bats. They want to get things back on track. Dwight Smith, Chris Davis, Mancini, these guys, they want to get hot. And this might be hopefully the time for them to do that.
Brian, I'm putting you on the spot here. What's one bright spot you're seeing in the Orioles right now?
Chance Cisco for me. This is a guy I think most people thought would break camp as the major league catcher. That didn't happen even after a good spring training. He went down. He did what he had to do in the minor leagues. He's come up. Everybody seems impressed with his catching skills, getting better and better. He's swinging the bat extremely well. I think that's what is so bright for me, is to see a guy who hopefully can be a linchpin behind the plate for this team for a long time.
Brian, thank you very much.
All right, thanks, Sarah.
Tom?